Well, Zero, how are you, my dude?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fan-friggin-tastic, man. I see that big smile on your face. You got a lot to smile about right now.
Yeah, I try to find something every day anyway. So.
Well, dude, it's been a minute since we talked, and since then, man, quite a rise for you in the music world.
Yeah, you were on it early.
That's right. Yeah.
Anything to say? Fucking, I'll direct them to you.
Well, dude, the EP came out. Was it January that the EP came out? Is that right? February, right. I've been listening to it, so long. It just seems like it's been out forever, and I still listen to the whole thing front to back.
Oh yeah, thank you.
But If You Don't Save Yourself, it's the EP. It came out, and the more I talk to people about you, before it was like, oh, I've heard Adrenaline, I've seen the video and stuff. I'm hearing more people say that they've been able to listen to the rest of the record, and it's becoming like a regular rotation thing for them.
It's interesting. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, if you like the songs, it's easy to throw in rotation. But if you're like a new listener, you're like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing here. You're going to be like sick, and then you might hear the end and be like not sick, or a 2x2 and be like still not sick. I don't know. Or there's just so many different things. So anybody who actually can like indulge themselves in the whole thing is pretty cool, because it's like, I know it's a lot,
Yeah. And there's a wide variety of sound there. We'll get to it in just a little bit, but I know like your background is kind of what I've come to know is the reverse of nu metal. Like, instead of rock and metal reaching into hip hop, you actually came from a hip hop background and moved into rock.
Yeah, and I try and like emphasize that on like the intros of both my projects, 1x1 and 2x2. I try to kind of just really get into that right off the bat, because I can't turn my back on the thing that made me get into recording my own music. The thing that made me get into music was metal, and was actually Slipknot and Shinedown. Shed Some Light and songs like that, where I was like, dude, come on. The best songs ever. And then obviously Spit It Out and Before I Forget and things like that. It's so weird, because the first Slipknot song I heard was probably like in 2004. It was Spit It Out, but like that's also like when I got Guitar Hero and Before I Forget was on it, and I was like, dude, I know this band. You know what I mean?
You're I don't know what it is. You're the second person in the last week who has said, yeah, Guitar Hero like really got me into rock. It's like, that is it makes sense.
It makes so much sense. Like, when you think about it, because like kids are like, guitar's kind of sick, and then they're like, games are super sick. So let's do the both of them.
Right.
They didn't have anything but rock music on Guitar Hero.
And then you got somebody like me who my fingers are stupid enough that I can't play guitar, but I can push 5 buttons with my fingers.
It's fun.
Makes you feel like a rock star, even though you're just like A, B, A, B, A, B.
It's like, I don't think there's any 7-year-old that was born in like 2000 that would have been listening to Through the Fire and Flames without that.
I think without that game too, nobody would have known who Dragon Force is either.
But like, that was the hardest song in the game, so people were like, dude, I need to listen to Through the Fire and Flames on my iPod too. So I get like, I gotta be listening to this all day, so when I get home I can shred.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man, you've really kind of shaken, been a part of this kind of movement that's kind of shaken rock a little bit. There's a lot of hip hop and a lot of, more electronic side kind of making its way into rock. And if you've paid attention to kind of the rise of Adrenaline for you, it's been a nice, slow, steady rise up the charts. And I don't know, I always see that as a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice when it can just go 20 to number 1 for sure. But I think it's also, and I try and think of it like this. It's like, well, the slower it climbs, the longer it's on there. So like, if it takes 8 months to get to number 1, then count me in for being on the radio for 8 months. Whereas opposed to, if it would have shot up to top 5 in the second week, it would have been number 1 or something the third week, and then it would have been gone in a week or two.
Right.
So
yeah, it looks good on your Wikipedia page to put like number 1 record, but it was there for like 3 weeks, but then, you don't build your familiarity with that with the fans.
Record, but like was on the charts for like 40 weeks versus like number 1 record on the charts for 4 weeks. but yeah, I'm excited. I've never had anything do that ever before in my life. So if it stopped at number 8, then that was a pretty successful run for me. But I will literally do anything for it to go number 1.
I don't know if I'd put that out in public. There's some shady people out there, dude.
I will do anything. You want my appendix, dude?
I mean, I think I'm good with my appendix. I might need a kidney soon. I'm not entirely sure.
I've never drank before, so my kidneys are A-okay. So if you need a kidney, fucking hit me up, dude.
Awesome. I'll hit you up for that for sure. No, like, I mean, seriously, you mentioned it a little bit ago. Slipknot and Shinedown being your biggest influences. You're about to go out on the road with Shinedown, man.
Dude, I did an interview. It wasn't 2 weeks ago, but let's just say for the sake of the conversation, it was 2 weeks ago. And I was like, I think Brent Smith is the best vocalist in the whole genre. As far as actual vocals go, that dude is out of his noodle. Literally a week after I did that interview, my agent texted me and was like, yo, we got a Shinedown offer. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. That was so weird because I feel like I feel like I used to leave them out when I would list my influences immediately. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I have to go back and check. But for some reason I was doing this interview and they were asking me about influences and I was like Shinedown for sure. And I think Brent Smith is the best vocalist in the entire genre as far as actual singing vocals go. Obviously there's Corey Taylor, who's the best screamer. I'm not that's a completely different thing. Cause he's the best vocalist in that genre. But, yeah, and then literally a week later, they were like, "Yo, do you want to go on tour with Shinedown?" I was like, "I literally would do it."
Well, you don't literally have to do anything for that now. That one's taken care of.
I do it. I was like, "Yeah, dude, of course."
Now this is good. You're getting back out on the road. Have you done a proper tour like this yet? Have you done a big damn tour yet?
I did 3 shows with my homie grandson.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, that was it.
You're about to be thrown into a whole big heap of world, man, especially with those rabid Shinedown fans.
I used to do a bunch of rap shows all the time. So I'm not comfortable. My anxiety is askew. But I know what's going on and hopefully I can just not die during the first 45 Pop Evil shows. And I can make it to the Shinedown ones. That'd be very nice.
Well, I know another artist very similar to kind of your path. I was talking with Hyro the Hero, and he's made that transition from rap to rock as well. He made the mention that when you go out for a rock show, it's got to be a different kind of presence and mentality when you're on stage, because he went to a rap show and started playing rock and got booed off the stage, and then he did the other way around and said it was just a nightmare.
Yeah. Remington. Sorry, we got a little phone in here. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. And I'm scared a lot to just go out because no matter what, I'm just going to stick to my guns and I'm going to open with 2x2 at the Shinedown show. And if they're like, get this dude the fuck out of here, then that's fine, but we're going to try it out.
No, I think you're going to be fine, man. I think you're going to be totally fine. I think the biggest indicator, obviously, is going to be how well, Adrenaline has done. It's now, like you said, number 8 at the moment, but you're inside the top 10 with it, man. And you're smashed into in between some big names up there, too. I think Five Finger, Deftones, Offspring, Rise Against, you're up there in it, man.
Those acts do okay for themselves. So not bad to be placed with them. Yeah. I don't know. I think as long as I can make the show heavy, those people that I'm in between, their fans will be receptive. And I'm just going to rap and then I'm going to scream and then I'm going to sing. And hopefully it goes over well, especially because I have to I don't know if you noticed, but at the end of 2x2 where that little yelling part comes in.
Yeah.
And then a guitar going, da-na-na. That's just the end. The end of that song is the riff for my song, The End. Slow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's kind of like more of a seamless transition from those two songs live. So, and the same thing with my first tape, One by One. the ending of One by One is the riff at half speed for What Would You Die For. So I have like this little transition thing going on. So I'm gonna be rapping a lot for the first like 8 minutes of that show.
That's all right. It's a good opener, man. I mean, you go to rock shows and they play all kinds of music before. So, I mean, you know, yeah. I think anymore, rock is really starting to get pretty progressive in the type of music, you know, that everyone listens to.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, hopefully people know Adrenaline. Post Malone used to open with White Iverson and close with White Iverson.
Oh, really? Okay.
Open with Adrenaline and fucking close with Adrenaline too.
Well, we've been talking about this song. Would you like to play it for us? I know there's some people that would love to hear it.
Yeah, I know a guy who would love to play it with me.
Awesome.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Dude, I would love to play it.
I found the guy who would love to play it.
I would love to play it.
I heard that from the other room, man.
That's how excited he was.
What's up, bro?
How are you, man? Tell me your name again. I'm sorry.
Mine?
Yeah.
Andrew.
Andrew. Okay. Andrew, it's good to see you again, man. I do like 1,000 of these interviews and we go through 1,000 people, but man, Andrew, I really appreciate it. We got to see you on a live stream with Zero a while back and you guys were awesome. So I'm stoked to hear this again.
Thank you, man.
You hear me? Great. All my life I've drowned in adrenaline. Now my blood runs slow like a sedative. Wake up past noon and it's settled in. Lord, please help me up. Don't wanna lay down, so help me get myself back up. I don't wanna lay down, down, down. Help me get myself back up. I don't wanna lay down. I feel the pain in my reflection. I wanna get away, so I just step inside. I feel more alone when I have extra eyes, always staring at me. I wanna feel numb, give me Novocaine for everyone else. Sick of staying in a house, I need a home for myself. To be alone, I can tell. You don't know how I felt. I had to let go of you just to get a hold of myself, because all my life I've drowned in adrenaline. Now my blood runs slow like a sedative. I wake up past noon and it's settled in. Please help me up, don't wanna lay down, so help me get myself back up. I don't wanna lay down, down. Help me get myself back up. Life been giving me too many warnings. I couldn't get up out of bed in the morning. I sleep for 12 or be awake for 12. I can decide on which is even more important. Can't hold my head up, wanna tend to get up. I'm not even sure why I'm fed today. I swear it's no lie. If I said that I'm fine, at the same time it's false if I said I'm okay. And I don't need a sympathetic remarks. So different from when you shoot shots in the dark, aiming for something you don't know is there, and hoping you'll pinpoint the target. It's hard. I don't mean to be fooled, but you never want a single day in my shoes. And act like you know what it's like to be me. I won't act. That all my life I've drowned in adrenaline. Now my blood runs slow like a sedative. I wake up past noon and it's settled in. Lord, please help me up. Don't wanna lay down, so help me get myself back up. I don't wanna lay down, down, down. Help me get myself back up.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. I don't think the Zoom quality is going to do it justice for the way that song actually is, but man, you guys crush it every time I hear it.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah. Andrew, you do a good job too, man. I don't want to leave you hanging in the background there.
My guy. I feel great. Thanks.
Are you going out on tour with him too? And like you're going with him, right?
Figuring it out,
yeah. Maybe it's possible. You know, he don't just have the guitar chops, but he plays the drums and he plays the well lives. So we got some phones going on.
See, he's already in. They're calling him. They want him to come out with you, man. Well, dude, I'm very excited about the momentum with this because Adrenaline is now, I think, 40 million streams, 1 million views on YouTube. Like it's exploding, it's blowing up, and man, I'm very, very proud to be a part of the beginning of your journey on radio, man.
Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. It means a lot, and you were early on it, so thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I know, this momentum now has really picked up for you. You've gotten to work with a couple people already on some tracks that are pretty cool. I know the last time we talked, you said Hollywood Undead was a big one for you, and you got to work with them.
Yeah, that was just that pandemic mode where, like I said, nobody was working, and I was just hitting everybody up. And I mean, not only did they remix that song, which is one of my favorite songs that we have. We made that song on like a $89 broken guitar and like a $50 mic. So that, and it was recent too. Like we were doing fine. Like our lives were perfectly in good health, but that's all we had available to us for some reason at the time. And we made it happen, and they love that song and I love that song. And then we got to write some other stuff together, and it's just, we have been very lucky.
Very cool. Well, I know the last time we talked to you, you were talking about coming down for some shows here in Wichita, but I feel like you're going to be a little busy this summer. You might not make that.
I might be slightly, might be booked for a little bit. Yeah.
That's all right, man. It's all good for you. I think the closest show for us, you're going to be in Oklahoma City at some point, so I may swing down for that one. I don't remember the date for that one, but you're there on the Shinedown date.
Remember the date, bro? Come on.
We just announced Trivium today, and I was trying, we've been announcing shows left and right, so I get dates and shows mixed up in my head every 30 seconds, it seems like.
But if I'm coming to town, you have to remember.
Well, absolutely, yeah. But you're coming to Oklahoma City, you're not coming to Wichita yet, so.
Hold on, let me see. How is Pop Evil not going to Oklahoma one time? That's kind of absurd.
They were just here before everything shut down. So they had, if this were a normal situation, they wouldn't have even been gone a year yet.
What's the other major, even if it's in a different state, what's the closest major market?
Oklahoma City is probably the closest. Oklahoma City or Kansas City?
Kansas City, Missouri?
Yeah.
I'm playing there July 31st.
Okay, done. Booking it. Well, I know your time is very precious. I know you got other interviews because, you're in high demand with everybody right now. So
very precious. You're my last interview, and just being honest.
Well, dude, I am honored that you saved the best for last. How's that?
They said, "Who do you want to meet with last?" I said, "For sure, my man Meatball." I said, "It can't be." I said, "If you put anybody else last, I'm not coming."
Good. Okay. Good deal. I appreciate the love, man. I know, we had a really good conversation about sports. Yes. The last time. You said you were a Sixers fan, right?
I'm a Sixers fan.
I'm not a big fan of your fans right now. They are being really mean. My dude Russell Westbrook, man, we talked about that. I'm a Thunder fan. Russell Westbrook, he didn't deserve all that popcorn.
He didn't deserve all the popcorn. I don't lie, but he shouldn't be on the Wizards. So
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
So maybe he did deserve it. I don't know. Maybe that was for the Oklahoma fans.
I can accept that. There are times where I wanted to throw popcorn at Russell Westbrook, even when he was in Oklahoma. So
well, we did it for you. So I'm glad we got that covered, and hopefully I will see you at the Shinedown show or the Pop Evil show, or if I am playing, I hope you're there.
Or maybe some other secret, non-disclosed.
I don't know.
My dude, it is always good to talk with you. And every time we chat, it seems like you're doing even better than the last time. So who knows? Next time we talk, you may have that #1 spot, and you may be headlining your own tours by then.
Yeah, call all the radio stations. Tell them to play it for me.
I got a few friends around. I might give them a holler.
Cool. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Dude, it's so good to talk to you. I'm glad things are well, and we're for sure going to see you out on the road. Oh, it feels so good to say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, dude, take care, and be safe on the road.
Will do.
Down.